Welcome to Security System Story. In this video, we are doing a full walkthrough of the Genetec Security Center platform, specifically the config tool and the security desk. We are not going to configure any cameras or doors in this video. This is purely about understanding the platform itself, how it's structured, what each section does, and how to navigate it confidently before you ever plug in a single device. Security Center is a unified security platform designed to bring video surveillance, access control, and other security systems together under one roof. The two main applications under Genetec are the config tool, which is this screen. This is where you build and configure the system. You create the users, the roles, the areas, and the hardware. And the second platform is Security Desk, which is this one. Here, the operator and the guards can monitor real time all the events and the alarms. So the simplest way to remember it is that the config tool is the back office and the security desk is the control room. Let's dive in and walk through the main sections we can see, and let's start with config tool. So here is config tool. Here are all the tasks we can perform under config tool, and here is the area view. The area view is a logical container. It's a virtual representation of a physical space. You may create an area, let's call it a building or a floor, like here. And then, here is a new area. I can call it a building A or something. And then inside the area, you can create the doors, the floors, the rooms, and whatever you want to create in. And then there you can nest the doors, the cameras, and whatever system integrated with Genetec. I'm gonna delete the building or the area I have just created. So I'm gonna select it and hit delete, and I will confirm. I wanna keep it empty with nothing created in it. So let's get back into the main screen. And here we have all the tasks again. And here we have the system. Under the system, we have the general settings, the roles, the schedule, the scheduled tasks, macros, and output behaviors. So let's talk a little about the roles, because this is something very important in Genetec. The roles, or a role, is a server-side service that powers a specific function of the platform. The directory is a role. The archiver is a role, and each one of these has specific functions. Access manager, for example, it manages the access control. ALPR manager manages car plate recording. The directory is the core of Genetec. Map manager, it manages the maps. Zone manager manages the zones. So everything right here is one role, and it manages a specific thing. So as I said, we have the general settings. Here we can have custom fields, events, and create event to actions, and so on. Here are the schedules. Right now we have the always schedules, business hours, and every 30 minutes and never and things like, and we can create and go on and create schedules, and we have the macros and the output behaviors. And here we have the video section where everything related to surveillance is managed. So here we have the roles and units, archive transfer modules. So if we go ahead and hit roles and units, we're gonna see the archiver, and we are supposed to see all the cameras under the archiver. Or maybe we can also have many archivers. In big systems we can have many archivers, and under them we can see all the cameras. Access control section. This is the section where we can configure access control. Here we can see role and units, where we can add the controllers, the panels, and card holders and credentials. The card holder is a person holding a card with a number, with a pin, and we can assign to every card holder access rules. Access rules determine where a card holder has access, when he or she has access, and other than that, we have ALPR, which are the card plate recording. We have user management. So here we can configure or add, delete, or edit a user and his privileges. Sorry. And here we have the map designer. We can add maps, and we have alarms. We can create alarms, and we have um, plugins, remote configuration, card holder management. We can add the card holder and delete or edit a card holder, and we have the credentials, and here we have a maintenance tasks. So here, for example, we can have a hardware inventory where we can see all the hardware that has been installed on our system. We have I/O configuration, which is the inputs and outputs configurations, card holder configuration, door troubleshooter, system status, and so on and so on. So as you can see here, config tool, we can configure the system. We have the cameras, we have access control, we have the alarms, and we have the ability to add other systems like intrusion and etc. And intercoms also. So this is the genius of Genetec. It is a unified system where we can manage and monitor all security system. Now let's switch gear to Security Desk. Security Desk is the monitoring platform. So here we can see operations, investigations, and maintenance. So on the operation tasks, we have the monitoring. Let's get into it. So here, the monitoring area view is the primary real-time view. So the central area is the fully customizable grid of tiles where we can display camera feed, maps, events should be listed here, and here we have the area views. So we will see the cameras here, areas in here, and the events right here. So let's say if I create an area here on config tool, so let's call it building 1, I apply here. So if I go back to monitoring under security desk, I can see the building right here. So that's the way we can monitor live our system. Under investigation, we can generate reports. We can generate reports on specific door activities or specific cardholder activities, visitor activities, or area activities. We can produce historic archives and alarm report, intrusion reports, etc. And here under maintenance, we can have the system status and camera configuration, hardware inventory, and so on. That's our full platform walkthrough of Genetec Security Center. We covered every major section of the config tool and security desk. We have no camera, no door, because nothing yet is created on our system. So if this was helpful, like the video and subscribe. Many other videos will follow. Thank you very much and bye-bye.